What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hold Fast podcast. Yes, we got a new thing. I actually figured out a way to show everybody's faces, but also kind of keep it simplistic, try not to make it look like a video. Today, we are talking about Hold Fast news, gaming news, Pokemon drama, which just got leaked the other day, and then the game of the day. Well, I'll just explain it at the end. Alright, here we are with everybody. Everybody say hi.
Hello there.
Alrighty.
Hello there.
So the first talk about is Holdfast, right? So I talked with Reflex the other day, and he said that we had a big update coming, all right? And it's festive, but I asked him, I was like, are we getting new maps, new classes, new factions? He said, you know what? All those sound like it could be possible. I'm like, damn. So like, what do you guys think's gonna like come in? Like, what kind of maps, classes, etc.?
I wouldn't mind seeing a new faction, say like an American faction or like a Ottoman faction.
Honestly, I think I speak for all cab players. I want to see new cabs. If you want to get festive, make our horses reindeer.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be awesome, dude. Then you have like candy cane swords.
Yeah. And instead of the pink horse, every once in a while, every
Mhm.
other map, somebody, one lucky player, gets the red nose. For the
Ooh.
nice. Okay, that's actually
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
a pretty good idea.
That's dope.
I think
Like-
that they should make the line infantry have like candy cane hats.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Instead
They
of
just look
flags,
like,
give us
you
candy canes.
You can make the Prussians look like the fucking
Elves.
no, not elves. You can make them look like the Nutcrackers.
That would work.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be awesome. That would be awesome. Wait, wouldn't you do that
So
to the
he-
British though? Like British, they're the red white.
You could give any of
Yeah,
them
but the
Nutcracker
Prussian-
uniforms.
I feel like Prussia would honestly
French
be
is
better
blue
for
or what,
Nutcrackers
too?
since that's where it originated. I feel
Yeah,
like
So
you know?
he said he used the word festive, correct?
yeah, he said festive. He's like
Oh,
I
boy.
can only say it's big and it's festive. So,
Alright.
but like he said something about like I asked him about the maps. He's like, yeah, we've had some new maps, but I'm like, but you only had one post. He's like, yeah, but we have new maps, so we might be getting a new map as well.
Okay, so off that, what do you guys look for in a holdfast map, design-wise? What
It
separates a good one
depends.
from a bad one? What
It's up
separates a good
to
map from a bad map?
It's up to personal
To hear.
preference. Like I personally really like more action, like not one way, but I will admit I'm a big slut when it comes to close quarters combat shit. Like there's Canyon, I fucking
Mhm.
love Canyon because it is just raw combat. There is no 50-mile walk to get sniped. You know what I
So
mean?
you want limited lines of sight, and you want more variation in terrain for close
Yeah, and
quarter
I also
combat.
really like spots for sappers to build. Like you can have a choke, I think is fine, so long as if that choke is broken, if you rely on that choke, like your strategy's done for, sort of.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Personally,
I think
I like to.
Yeah,
I would like to see more maps that incorporate like every class. You know,
Mhm.
to here, already gets a chance to shine because of the distance. Infantry, they can get up if whatever class or whatever group takes either ruins or aqueducts first, can hold it. If they have the support, and it's pretty fun either to defend that certain area or attack it. Cab, obviously, they can just swoop in from the sides, middle, or do whatever they want on it. Hell, it's that big of a map that the cab can just be like, hey, you know what? Let's meet on the left and let's fight out. Let's fight cabby cab.
Mhm.
yeah, I agree with Fenrir. I think that I like the maps that mix together the close quarters combat and
Yes.
and that have the open range. One where you got your cavalry, but you also kind of have these key buildings that you are kind of fighting for control over that can turn the tide of the match. I think that's what creates the most fun maps for everybody.
Something more dynamic.
Yeah, dynamic.
Gotcha. So strong choke points, variation, like strong points, variation, some like diversity of terrain. I totally get that. That's why for Tahir Desert, when we do line battles, it's everyone runs left to those ruins. It's kind of a pain in the ass, personally, but I don't know if you guys agree with that or
I'll
not.
be
Yeah.
honest, I like to hear desert just because it gives a big opportunity to sappers. I'm not sure if you guys realize this. I like playing sapper. I like it
Sapper,
because
honestly,
when
yeah.
when you put down a trench onto here desert on a hill, that just automatically makes it a strong point, and it makes people
That's what-
appreciate
It
it.
also like negates
Like, the best
Cav
point
from
is the
pushing
center.
in on your lines.
That's
Exactly.
what's good about it. It's a sandbox essentially.
Yeah, but it's open
Exactly.
up for
Yes.
interpretation. I wish for maps like that they allowed for more buildings. Like the sparser the map, the more stuff you can build. Because I definitely think we should double the amount of trenches you can build in like to here,
Agreed.
just because it is all empty.
That's a great point, I think.
Mhm. I feel like they need a little bit more. As much as I hate Siege, really, there's not many Siege maps if you think about it.
Yeah,
Like how many
I
we
know
got?
there's
Three, and then one's like a big. It's like a mixed use.
there's
Yeah,
the
some of them are a bit lackluster, honestly.
Yeah, but like,
there's that big one. I forgot. I don't know the names of any of these maps, by the way. But
are
you
you
know
talking about
that
the
big
snow
one with
one?
the massive, yeah, the massive snow fort one.
That one is
That
the
one's
best.
good. That one's
That's
Oh,
good.
fun.
Yeah.
I
That
Playing with
one's
would
the
love.
Christina?
best one.
I would
Yeah.
love to see like even a small city siege, something on the lines of that. I think siege maps are really cool given like the tools we have. Like we have rockets, we have cannons, all
Mhm.
that stuff. I think putting them together would be really cool. Who knows? You can make like a. You want to do a funny
I,
thing? Make like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
oh,
like the fifth
Or
did.
there's the
Helm's
Helm's
Deep.
Deep map.
Yeah.
The Helm's Deep
Yeah,
one, dude. If they had that in Publix, that would just be such a treat every time you got to play on it.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
will forever hate myself
Honestly,
for missing
I
the Helm's
think it
Deep
gets
event.
stale real quick.
Mm.
I think we're getting back to that. Commander said we might get back to that soon.
Oh, is that actually a thing?
Really?
Oh, it's glorious.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Oh yeah,
I
the
forget
fifth.
what
Yeah, it
regiment
was
does
nice.
it, but they host it. Yeah,
The fifth does it.
the fifth. Yeah.
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 I personally would also like to see, like maps. I
Mhm.
forget the name. There's that one map that you're British, you have a fort, you're defending the fort, you have no cav, but the other team does have cav, and they're basically storming it, and the defenders just stay within the walls and up the towers.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that, but with more ability for like more opportunity for the infantry to advance without hitting their spawn. So
Mhm.
instead of having them shut behind walls or up on the gates, firing down, just waiting for the arty to break them up, I'd love to see like just areas that you can hold without without being so like it would make the unit make the infantry more
Viable.
confident because they could like yeah, and it'd be more useful because instead of like just getting so close to their spawn, they can just hold the center without preventing the enemy just storming the walls, destroying everyone really quick.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
the
that map
that
would be great
snow
if the
map.
defenders would get cav because they
And it
Yeah,
could
that
deal
would.
with a lot of the infantry lines that hide behind the rocks.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some grassy maps, but if they do, they shouldn't plant that many bushes because it's such a pain in the ass to find that last guys and at the end of the round who are hiding in the bushes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I'd like to see some more realistic ones. Like, I think that they could make some really open maps that have those strong points we were talking about. If they just put a lot of effort into making one like that, because I think the ones like there's this one of the grassy plains where you can like fire. It's basically like creates this line battle scenario, um, where you've got like this valley and you're just firing across at each other. I feel like they can make maps like that that also have close quarters strongholds. Um,
They
that's,
attempted to do
that's
that with the Civil War maps when they recreated Gettysburg. The problem was they made the wide open spaces so enormous that one, it takes forever to cross them, even if you're not under fire, and half the time you don't make it across with your entire line. But I know what you're saying, that where they create kind of these really interesting places that you can name, like Cemetery Ridge for Gettysburg. I would love to see more of that. That'd be great.
mhm.
yeah.
I
The
think when it
Yeah.
historic stuff
comes,
is a big pull too. If they can, like isn't there that one map Waterloo?
Waterloo
Uh,
is awesome.
oh,
and they don't
I
have that
I hate that.
on Publix, do they?
no, I don't think so.
No, if
I
they
think
had
no.
that on Publix, it would be a disaster. The British team would not leave their spawn
That's
because
true.
they have the hill.
I think
Yeah.
that
You
there's
guys know
KRA,
every time
KRA.
we faced, yeah, KRA and Fifth Siege did it last time too. We called him out on it. He kept his guys right on that hill and just let us
And we
flamethrower
still whooped
charge.
their ass.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's
True.
hard.
That is true.
I think there's something to be desired in the public, even just in game regularly. I think there's something to be desired when it comes to objectives. I know that a lot of times, like those maps like, remember that one siege map where it's like one set has to defend like this little green wooden fort, pretty much, and they
Mhm.
have like a limited amount of reinforcements. The
Yeah.
problem with that map, and that I think that makes people lose all the time, is that no one has the incentive, or they don't at least seem to understand the incentive of self-preservation in that. They just kind of go in, whatever, they die, whatever. But that's mostly because they don't have any obligation to stay. If they see a push, like I'm sure you guys know the retards that go around, they're like, guys, charge, bro. We can get him, boys. You know those guys. There are
That's
far
when they
too
gotta
many of
listen to
those
first commander.
because there's no obligation for people to stick around. Like they say, like line unity, guys, make a firing line. I have barely ever seen anyone make like an actual, even use like the infantry officer line commands. And like the benefits of it seem pretty good. Maybe I'm being stupid. They don't do shit. I'm new,
No, you're right.
but
You're right.
Yeah.
there is absolutely no incentive whatsoever to follow anyone. XP is like an abstract number because I don't even know what it does for me.
Mhm.
The only reason why I would ever follow anyone or why anyone followed me would be voice. If they interest you, like if I have to do the cha-cha slide to convince people to stick around before we move out, what does that say?
Dude, there's a guy I ran into who sounded exactly like Hank Hill, and because of that, everyone fucking flocked around him.
Yeah,
He had everybody on the fucking game with him because he sounded just like Hank Hill.
you gotta have personality to do those things, which is
Honest
just
to
like
What we're
God,
talking about?
Oh,
we're
here's
talking.
Gunny. Here's Gunny, everybody. We already
Alright.
talked about it. So Gunny, what I was told from the devs is that there's gonna be a festive like big update, and they said that it could be anything from new maps, new classes, or even a new faction. Like, what do you
Honest to
think? Like,
God,
what's
it's
your
fix the game. Fix the game. It's broken.
How is it broken?
Okay,
elaborate on
fine.
that.
Hit
Elaborate
Reach
on
is
that.
retarded.
Okay,
Mhm.
hit reach.
All right,
Yeah, how's it broken?
elaborate on that, please.
Hit
Mhm.
Reach is terrible. Bugs. I get thrown across the map for Christ reasons. I don't know.
Oh, if we're talking about how things work, I do think that fist speed should be really increased because it does not take the same amount of effort to swing a sword as it does to do like
Facts.
one jab.
Facts. Also,
I feel attacked.
on all line battles, change do not mount. I mean, do not dismount Cav at all charge. We should that. needs to
Thank
be
you,
fixed.
Gunny. Thank you. That's
Yes.
coming from a guy
yeah,
that does
so-
not play
All right,
Cav.
cow politics again.
Yeah. Cat politics from last week coming on to this
So-
week.
For those of you who don't know, Sacred Battalion, we take our cavalry as sacred. We have some pretty heavy hitters on horseback. So
Yeah,
the Cav
Red
dismount is
Lettuce,
the bane of many of our
Tyreek Jones.
existences.
Yeah, it's
We
a
like to
huge
think
topic.
it
I don't
happens
know, man.
because of us.
Just put down some spikes and watch them fucking die on them. That's what I do.
Shit. My bad. My phone went off.
All right, Spaz, you literally ruined the entire podcast. Great job, guys. We're done for tonight.
No.
That's
Okay, so
In
Oh my
chats.
damn. All right.
Nobody said
So
anything.
we're pretty much over with the festive thing, right? You guys have anything else you want to
Okay.
add
Give
about
us
it?
reindeer.
You
Give us
are
your-
a glorious
yeah.
MC, my friend. You lead us through the topics.
All right. I just didn't know if you guys wanted to add anything else. If Gunny wanted to add anything
Oh, yeah,
since he came in late.
Reindeer. One of my
Yes.
favorite dogs.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
consensus.
See?
All right.
See? It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty good idea to hear that, Devs. I know for sure Rexiel
Devs, I
watches
can
it because
pay you
he
5
said he
cents
watches. So
per
Rexiel,
horse.
if you're watching
mean,
this,
They
put it in.
they did give us what were they? Plague doctor. No, wait, no. Did they? They gave us plague doctors at Halloween. Come on. Some
But
reindeer. And skins for the cab.
yeah. So going on to the next topic, just recently, probably about a few weeks ago, Charlie DeMillo got her millions, like 100 million subs on TikTok,
Oh
and
my
there's a
God.
lot of people.
Are we seriously
There's a
talking about this?
yeah, because there's a lot of people debating that that
Who
since
gives a
like
shit? She's a
PewDiePie.
17-year-old girl.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing though. People are saying that TikTok subs are a lot more important than YouTube subs, and like I want to see what your guys' opinions were on that.
Well,
Alright.
So-
YouTube
Why?
will like
Like
take your
what's
content
their
and be like, oh yeah, you get no money, like, but we'll get the money, like that. That's literally YouTube.
Well, for TikTok, the thing is, if you have 100 million subs, that means you're getting like 6 million views on each little video you post. And if you're
Mhm.
like sponsored or something like that, you can be literally just posting videos like, oh, I want to earn a couple $1,000s. I'm just gonna post a quick video of me dancing, and with literally no effort, you can just like rack up this fucking money. So if we're talking about money, being famous on TikTok is the way to go, I think.
So I'm a little bit of an old man when it comes to this stuff. I grew up with
Boomer.
Vine. Yeah, almost.
Yes, thank you, thank you. I feel
I grew up with
Boomer.
Vine,
dumb
right?
when
So
I
like
talk
I
about it.
almost immediately disdained TikTok, just like as from the get go. But when it comes to the type of content, because YouTube has such more varied content that sticks around for longer, and you can cater it to a more diverse group of people. Like there's no real TikTok for Holdfast, really, compared to YouTube. I would much rather have the million subs on YouTube personally. That's just me. I
Same.
know it's
Well,
yeah.
of course, personally, we would probably all prefer that because those are actual, that's like an actual audience that follows your videos regularly, and I don't know, there's something wholesome about YouTube, and then TikTok is just like this cesspool of degeneracy.
Cesspool, yes.
It, of, yeah,
Yeah, it's the little goblins who come out from the rafters at night for TikTok videos.
No,
Also,
so TikTok seems to be the currency of the day for sure.
it
But I
is.
wouldn't. But YouTube it's stable, man. It's steady.
Hmm.
Spaz, when we do the Omega, we do the TikToks, it's
Yes.
only it's 12 and 13-year-olds.
It is. It really is. Now here's another thing on top of that too. So like people are saying that TikTok is actually a lot more dangerous to like get popular in than YouTube. What do
What
you
do you
guys
mean?
think about that? Because of like child trafficking and all that, since it has such a low uh because they say like they have to
No
be
age
18 and up.
Is
Yeah,
it
there's no age
Pizza
restriction.
Gate again? Is it just
Yeah.
Pizzagate?
Yeah, pretty much.
listen, I'll say this much when it comes down to it at the end of the day. Stuff like Vine, Musical.ly, TikTok, all that stuff. They're quick, they're current, they're easy video clips, they're cheap to record, there's so much content, they're very popular. They don't have any actual staying power. And while you can have your 5 million, TikTok viewers, things, whatever, usually they just subscribe for the sake of more content. I don't know about you guys, but on YouTube, if I subscribe to someone, I subscribe because I genuinely want to see their content, not because they say, make sure to click like and subscribe. I don't do that.
I think that's an excellent point that he just said.
Thank you. You
You're
say,
fighting for an audience
Yeah.
with a much shorter attention span with TikTok. So I
and
think that's
on top
well
of
said.
that, when it comes to YouTube, if you were to walk up to someone and say, I make YouTube videos and I have a million subscribers, I can
That's more
respect that
awesome.
because that takes a lot of effort. Because even if you do just shitty meme videos, it sticks around, whatever. It's a YouTube thing. I bet you say I have a million TikTok viewers. That's nothing. To me, that just minimizes itself. I divide that in my head because TikTok is just so it's like Tinder. You just scroll through, you click, and
Yeah.
you scroll.
Yeah,
You
that's facts.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
this girl.
Psych, psych, psych.
There's this girl at my school. I think she has like 100K followers on TikTok, and she's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
God.
I like that." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Like somebody showed me a video. It's literally her just being a prostitute for about 30
Dude,
seconds.
here's the thing.
It's just
TikTok
like, all right,
emphasizes-
so this is worth $20. The other part is worth 30, like that.
Dude,
That's
TikTok emphasizes
And
the
you
most toxic
subscribed.
human behavior that you could possibly get from teenagers. Like literally just sexualizing themselves, and it's just
Yeah.
like whoever's the sexiest
yeah.
wins.
They're just
except for-
pleasing the horny 13-year-olds. That's what
yeah,
they're
they're
doing.
all teenagers, so it's like
Yeah.
what the.
The preteens.
The
I think it's
preteens.
the most toxic thing right now, influencing.
Hey, but
all
these
the
are
Bro, it's honestly
what
disgusting.
whether we like it or not, and I don't like it.
I-
These are our new celebrities. It used to be like in the 40s or 50s, you had
Yeah, you
like
used to be
people
able
who could sing and dance, like Fred Astaire and stuff, or
Now we have
Marlon
people who
Brando,
can
who's
shake
Fred
their
Astaire.
ass and do a line of coke in the
And
middle
we
of
have a
the video.
17-year-old who does really kind of some great dances, which is
I
attractive.
don't
so.
mind Azrin Ray though. Azrin Ray, she baddie.
Oh wait, hold on.
Who?
Have you seen the show they did?
Jamaica,
They
so
got,
I'll just send you a pic of her.
they
Uh-oh.
got Dixie D'Amelio and some other TikTok stars to do this like hospital like TV show drama. Have you guys seen that or heard about that?
Not yet.
No.
Dude,
Oh,
my
I've seen
God.
about. I heard about that. That's disgusting. I was watching that on
Dude.
Charlie's channel, the Penguin Zio. If you guys know.
Oh,
him.
yeah. That's where I found it too.
Yeah. Bro,
Mhm.
like he's like, why? Just why? All right.
Dude, it's the
Jamaica's-
worst acting ever. Like it's the worst shit that I've ever seen. But like this is what gets rewarded, not being like talented or being a good actor, just like you know, being fucking popular on TikTok, and then all these
Guys,
up.
I could do the running man.
Listen, I'll tell you guys what the thing is. It's because people have become more acceptant of mediocrity. It's because now what used to be high-end content, like like the Sinatras and the Astairs and the Bing Crosbys and all that, like really good singers, really good people, all that stuff. What used to be a rarity these days are a dime a dozen. These guys, any guy, any chick in the middle of Kansas who can sing halfway, can sing. It doesn't matter. The skill of it doesn't really matter anymore because you're dispensable, you're disposable. Because there's probably like 5, 10, 15,000 other people just like you on that same day alone, same
And
hour.
that's kind of ironic because you think with the internet you have a much deeper pool of talent than you had in 1940s Hollywood. Like you don't have to go train
Oh,
yourself, go to Hollywood and audition.
that's
You
what
could
makes
just
it.
jump
That's what
on the
makes it work.
internet from anywhere. So you think with a deeper talent pool with millions of people, you get more significant talent. But it's mostly just people cashing in on a short attention span and sex.
It's because of the quality versus quantity thing. It's the same thing like this when it comes down to employment. If you have more people, like if let's just say there's a job market that opens up to a wider amount of people, all of a sudden, if everyone has like those same qualifications, it doesn't mean that automatically there are going to be new jobs for them. It means, if anything, that those jobs that were already there are way more competitive now, very harder to get into. And so now these people have to do a lot more to get into it. They have to really try to hit that fame mark. And sometimes the people that do are the most unlikely. Because if you're bland, and no offense to anyone who does this, but if you're just some 15-year-old chick like strumming your guitar and singing, you could have the voice of an angel, but it doesn't matter if you have someone else on the other side of the country doing it with their tits sticking out.
Yeah.
Well, part of the problem is that we have kind of globalized our culture in a sense to where rather than kids having to compete within their local communities and interact with their local communities, everybody is trying to compete for the same standards of just the same standards overall. And I think it's mostly because of technology and social media, but you don't really see people who are specialized within stuff within their own community because everything that's popular is just this big nationwide stuff on social media.
And we get ironic. Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, there's this one photo I'm trying to find, but I can't. But I'll just say it. So it's practically there's like a not attractive woman. She has like this beautiful painting that she just did, right? And it's just like she gets 2 likes or whatever.
Oh,
and it's the other
that
bar is
meme.
on the other one. And it's like this literal. It's probably just shit smeared onto like a canvas practically.
And then it's just
And,
a chick looking
and
up
it's
at the
just
camera.
this 10 out of 10 dime of a woman just taking a picture of herself with the little painting right next to her, and she gets like I think 250,000 likes, 1,000,000 likes, something like that.
That's existed forever. It's just amplified by the internet. And that's just how. And we also get ironic celebrities now. The internet creates ironic celebrities, like
James
that little
Charles.
kid. That
What was that?
Don't get
Like you said, we have to have a talk.
No, I just can't stand any of that shit. It drives me up the fucking wall. All I used to have Snapchat. Okay, Snapchat never used to have a feed. It was just communicating with your friends.
Yeah.
And now my feed is spammed with James Charles is fighting this other person I've never heard of. I don't care.
Yeah.
Truly, I don't care. It just I hate that name because it's ruined my Snapchat, my social media. But like I was
Wow,
saying,
you hate a gay guy.
Like, I'm up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why am I being recommended this? Like TLZ, like Charlie DeMiro eats peanut butter jelly sandwich the wrong way. I'm like, why?
We also, we also have ironic celebrities like that yodeling kid in Walmart. Like
Yeah,
no
dude,
one's actually.
what the fuck happened with
The
that?
internet just saw that and like mob mentality was like, yes, this is the one. This is
Or the
our
backpack
person.
kid. Or the backpack
we
kid.
need.
This is what
He's
we
the
need
chosen
until
one.
We all realize that we don't actually like country folk music, and then it's like, oh, this is like suddenly has no interest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's on Ellen and just like I
Yeah,
think he signed like a record deal or something like that.
we have ironic celebrities now. That's the state of the
like
world.
Slim
It
Jesus.
is.
You guys know Slim Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I know I've heard of him. I can't recall.
Or like that
boy.
Daddy Longneck, you know that guy?
Oh
Alright,
God.
Just explain him. Tell us about him.
Who, Slim Jesus?
Yeah.
So he's this rapper that profits off of him being the more unique version of Eminem.
Really?
God. Oh
That's
God.
practically it. And he makes it's just terrible music.
Why?
Oh, no.
Why?
It's just
Yes,
friend your
why?
right here. This is his name. Just search him up on Google.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to fall the same rabbit hole as you guys.
All right. Well, while you
This is
guys
what
go
you
look that
thought.
up, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. All right, guys. Just so if you guys are wanting to keep on watching, if you're liking this podcast, please give a like down below and give us a good old follow. And if you want to be a part of this stuff, join the First Battalion. We play Hold Fast almost every single day. We have all kinds of people. We're actually past 400. Congrats to that. And if you want to see us live, myself to post this on Twitch. So I'll go www.twitch.tv/spazmaniandevil, but with 2 eyes at the end. All right. So if you want to come in and just watch and see what it's like, that's what it is. All right. But now we'll go back and we'll get on to our next topic. All right, and we're back.
I know we were going to talk about TikTok, but
Oh.
let me talk about the Charlie D'Amelio thing. Or
Oh
no,
boy.
D'Amelio. It's something hospital. I can't remember. If you want to like have a really good laugh, it's probably the worst piece of content I've ever seen created. But it's funny as hell, dude.
So it's
Like, you
good
need
but
to check
bad.
yes, basically. But you might not be able to get through it because of how cringy it is. It's something.
Spaz, can we talk about how Limu, Emu, and Doug is the best commercial duo in the
It
existence
is.
of the world?
It is. It is, without a doubt. Oh shit, dude. I haven't seen that in a while. But actually, we're gonna go to one of the subtopics. Fenrir, would you like to talk about your paintball story?
Oh no.
Oh, bastard. Yeah. Settle down for a tale of mischief, gentlemen and ladies. Okay,
Hello.
so
There's girls here.
No, no, in the video.
I don't know. Not think. All right. So I'm from California, but I travel between Mexico and here. Yeah,
Okay.
sure. So when I was growing up, I think we were younger. I had just gotten my driver's permit, my buddies as well, and we were really into paintball. And we were just terrible, terrible little fuckers, just destroying neighborhoods. We were the kids you never wanted your parents to know you were friends with. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So, we all got this idea once. It's like there was nothing to do in Tijuana, and we were just, let's go shoot each other with paintballs. They're like, yeah, but let's do it in a car. And we're all like,
What?
yes,
Oh no.
yes, let's do this. So some of my other buddy, I feel so bad, and we still have this conversation with our parents and my friend's parents.
You
It's a
killed the
topic
kid,
of
didn't you?
conversation. No, nothing was proven. No.
Nothing was proven. The body is still in the LA River as we speak.
Oh my.
Okay, no. So we made this plan. It took a full day to implement, by the way. We started this on a Friday and actually did it on a Saturday. So Friday we decided, hey, let's ask our parents if we can, our cars. Let's go out and do something. Yeah, let's do that. So we came up with the excuse. Everyone got their mother's car. So we had about 6 cars, 6 mom cars, minivans, Jettas, you know what I mean, soccer mom car. And we just decked them out. We were like, wait. All right, we got to do this right. We don't want our parents to find out about what we're going to do, so we don't want any paint on the car. All right, how do we fix this? Garbage bags. Dark garbage bags. We taped dark garbage bags, those 40-gallon ones, the big ones from Costco.
Yeah.
Thank you, Costco. We just basically wrapped every car in that. Fatal flaw. You'll hope you catch on real quick, but yeah,
Oh,
it was a
boy.
big mistake doing that. So we get it done. Everything's all kitted out. We're all decked out with our stuff, and we start driving. It was like 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m.
Where's
on a
that?
Saturday night in Mexico. In Mexico, Saturday night, 7 p.m. So we all start driving around our neighborhood basically, and we just lower the windows, open the sunroof, just start blasting each other car by car, like from one car to another, down the main street, like between the houses, stop lights, stop signs, everything we could think of. Like it was done. Horrible, horrible ending, by the way. Funny. So we all just ended up shooting each other. And then the guys who were driving realized real quick that they could not see. First of all, garbage bag everywhere, including front window. Second of
What?
all, it was dark and getting darker. And so we had to pull over, and we were like, all right, let's just cut the garbage bag from the top. So all 6 cars pulled over at the same time and started like ripping garbage bags off the front windshield. And cops come out of nowhere and just swarm us. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. This was in TJ. This was like, I don't want to even give out the rate. This was when Mexico was like considered like very dangerous. And yeah.
Wait,
So
so you
these guys just
over the windshield? You put the bag over the windshield.
Yeah.
yes.
What
Dude,
was the plan? I don't understand.
How many kids were
We
there?
did-
Because it sounds like you have a whole like armada of kids.
No,
in
dude.
these-
Just
I
one
could just
family.
see, like,
There
6
were
kids
12 of us.
piled in a
There were 12 of
minivan.
us in 6 cars.
It was just his immediate family.
No. It's interesting. No, so it was 12 of us in 6 cars. So we each had a driver and a gunner, and some other guys were also shooting around. But the street lights weren't turning on, and the driver was just like, "Dude, I can't see." We're like, "Doesn't matter. This is fun. Woo!" And he just said, "Dude, I can't see. Like, I'm gonna hit something." So we're like, "All right, just take everything off." So when we stop, we get swarmed out of nowhere. We didn't even see their lights come on. No sirens, no nothing. They just pulled up on us out of nowhere. 6 cars decked in black, garbage bag, and 12 dudes with paintball masks and
Oh
what guns were we?
no.
We were using the old. I'll never. The model was the Titman 98 paintball gun. The early. It was like some of the early. But damn, that they
What
just
happened?
came up to us. I mean, they came up, fucking guns drawn, M16s, M9s. They were just pointed at us like,
Wait.
"Get on the ground! Get on the ground!"
Oh,
They
you
thought
had the
were a
cops.
cartel. Oh my god! They
Oh
thought you
my
were a
God.
cartel.
No. They thought we were a kidnapping crew. But here's the thing. All right, so all right, we're all on the hoods of the cars. They're looking at our setup and they're like, "Why? What's happening here? Why are you doing?" And they're like, "Who are you kids? How old are you?" And we're like, "I think we were like 15, 16 years old."
Oh shit.
And yeah, they're just looking at us. I'll never forget that stare. They just looked at us. Why? What are you doing? Do you know how dangerous the city is right now and you're pulling these things, or you're pulling these shenanigans? How dare you? What's going to happen when we call your parents and blah, blah. It just went down that guilt trip road so
And you had no
quick.
explanations because you were the dumbass who put a garbage lid or
Yeah.
garbage liner over your
Yeah,
windshield.
Yeah, no. And they were taking pictures. They like some of the cops were like laughing. There were 2 or 3 of them that were like screaming at us and like guilt tripping us, and we were like, "We're sorry, please don't take us to jail." And the other cops, they're just taking pictures of the cars. They're just in amazement of why is like, okay, I get it. They want to keep the car clean, but why the windows? How could they see? Where did they
Yeah, how would
start? How
you
far
guys
did they
see?
get? What?
And they almost shot you.
Yeah, and they will shut
Yeah.
you.
I mean, we were all kind of short at that time. We were like
Aw,
small
dude.
dudes. So they just looked at us and they just like tore off our paintball masks and they're like, "Wait, you're kids? Do you know how dangerous this?"
Oh,
Alright, so
God.
we get that rant, and then I guess the superior officer came up because another cop car came up, pulled up next to us. Some big fat dude got out of the car, looked at us, looked at the cars, looked at his officers, and said, "What happened?" and they just pointed at us and said, "These kids are doing very stupid things in this atmosphere." And the cop just looks around, and obviously, I mean, we were 15 years old. We weren't, and in a moving car, laughing. We did not hit every shot on our cars. Of course, we hit houses. Of course, we hit street.
Oh
We
boy.
hit
Oh, boy.
whatever. We hit everything. So the cop's just taking out his flashlight, just like looking at the immediate area, just like looking at a doorbell with like 5 or 6 paintball shots on it, a big window with a big splat in the center. Just looks at us and said, "Get out of here. Just get out of here. Just I don't want to deal with this. We have somewhere to be. Get them out of here. I don't want this." And the
You got
officers
lucky.
just look at us. Yeah, dude, the officers just looked at us and were like, "Do you have any idea how lucky you are? Like, we could take, not only can we take you to jail, we'll take your cars from your parents, and they'll have to sort this thing out. Like, you're lucky." And we're like, "Thank you. We won't do it again. We're sorry."
Did your parents
But
find
they
out?
left us. Well, obviously they found out.
Oh, you said get out of there. Like they didn't like
Oh,
contact
no,
your parents or
no.
something.
It's a
Yeah, sorry,
it's a
mom.
big
Sorry,
city,
dad. If you
but
see this
people know each
podcast.
other. And I mean, some of my parents' friends worked in government at that time, so it's very common for them to like call up each other and be like, "Huh, I just pulled over this guy that has your so and so's last name. Are you guys related?" And then they're like, "Oh, that's my niece or my nephew or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm not gonna do anything, but yeah, just so you know, this happened." So
Oof.
it was very like, by the next morning, like I just remember my parents coming in my room and they're like, "Come here right now." I'm like, "What happened?" I'm like,
Oh, play
"Why
dumb. Yeah,
are my
that'll work.
tires?" I just remember my dad pointing at his rims, just saying, "Why are my tires orange? What happened? You used my car yesterday."
Hold on, you weren't supposed to be using the car?
No, he let me. He let me. Like I had
Okay,
permission
okay.
to use it, but I had told him I was going to do something else with my friends when we literally stayed within like 2 miles of our houses, causing
Huh.
destruction and mayhem.
So you could, damn,
But
they
yeah.
almost lit you up.
Hmm.
Just so you know,
But-
Fenrir, FOL does not apply to cops in Mexico and Tijuana. They would have shot you in
I
every
know,
direction.
Oh yeah,
They would've-
trust me, they were not in line. That was more like one of the KRA blobs right there.
Jeez Louise,
Yeah,
man. Well,
that's
shit.
skirmish.
That was a funny ass story,
yes-
though.
Oh god.
Damn, dude.
That was
I
a
can't
good
believe you got the
Cautionary
tires.
tale.
Out of all the places, you forget the tires.
No, no, dude. Apparently, I did. Dude, I went to a car wash that night. So, like, I showed up, ripped off what was left. That's another story. But yeah, we cleaned everything, we had them cleaned. We took the cars back. We're like, all right, there's no paint on them. We're good. But apparently, they stayed like in between the rims, and by the next morning, like all the paint that was accumulated, like the top of the rim or under the tire, had just dripped down. So we were like, "Oh no!" They found out like that too.
That's
Well,
tough.
they
Curious to
connected the
know-
dots.
I'm curious to know how many of you other guys have any like teenage stories like that where you get in trouble with the cops.
Yeah,
I've got
somebody
one,
else
but
help me
I'm
out
not
here.
telling it on
Let
this
me a
one.
better
It's too
story.
long of a story.
Yeah, I've got one that's kind of short where I ended up like running away from the cops, and they ended up like not doing shit to us too, so we kind of got lucky too. But we were going on a walk basically. Me and my friends, we just walk around our neighborhood because there's nothing to do, and we just kind of be retarded, make retarded noises and shit. And we were walking past this house, through this alleyway. We were walking by this house, and these two girls were getting out of their cars, and they had all these groceries and bags and things. And we're just screaming and making weird noises and shit. We didn't even really notice them, but they hear us and they see us, and they start freaking out, bro. And they start screaming, and they drop all their shit. They run into their house like the way that someone would if they thought they were about to be murdered. So we're like, all right, that's kind of weird. We're walking through the park, and you're not allowed to be at the park at after dark where we are. So we're walking around the park. We're like, man, why are we seeing all these fucking cop cars like driving around? And one of them stops and like flashes its sirens, and we just start fucking booking it. And after about 30 minutes of just trying to like sneak around the neighborhood to get back to our houses, they finally find us and we give up. And what had happened was, so apparently one of those girls had a nasty breakup with her boyfriend, and she thought that we were like her boyfriend and her boyfriend's friends coming to like beat her up or like murder her or some shit. And it's literally just some retarded kids trying to like go for a walk and be stupid and shit.
So she
But
must have like filed a report on him earlier or something like that if they screamed and ran when they saw you. So something serious must have gone down there before you showed up.
I don't know, bro, but it's funny because it's like and so we were split up when we ran out of the park. We were all split up, and we would hang out with these. We had these 15-year-olds. We were like 18 at the time, but there were these 15-year-olds we hung out with, and they were the types of kids who got in trouble with the law again. But we had a really nice experience with the cops where we just walked over and talked to the cops, and they were like understanding and super chill. The 15-year-old kids we hung out with, they went on this crazy police chase where they had multiple cars like chasing them through backyards and fences. And one of them, the way one of them got caught was somebody had like one of those orange, like it's kind of like a fence made out of plastic. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like kind of like a plastic net, an orange plastic net. Somebody had it in their backyard for no reason, and he just fucking ran straight into it and got
Solid.
taken. But
Solid.
yeah, it's just retarded. But the cops thought that they were dealing with some people who were trying to like commit a homicide or something. It's just some kids trying to go to the park and enjoy themselves.
I'd like to see like David Attenborough's commentary for like lion zebra chases dubbed over police running down people.
Yes.
Dude,
Like you see, the vigilante is trying to get away, and we have two police crews.
With a little bit of slow mo, a little bit of like artistic slow mo, like they have in Planet Earth. That'd be
The,
tremendous.
the black man runs over the.
Spaz.
Guys.
One good story I have with a cop is not like it didn't happen to me, but so at my high school, when you're like a junior or senior,
Mhm.
you're like a mentor. You can sign up to be like a mentor for like the freshmen, right? So me and my friend, we did it. His was a complete sped in the word of sped.
I don't know what that means.
Special education.
Oh.
Like he wasn't retarded, like in chromosomes. He was just retarded in the brain. If you know what that you know what you know what I'm saying. So
Okay.
This is a very PC podcast, by the way.
Yeah,
No.
my principal was like, all right, so like they walk into the classroom, and my friend's in it, I'm in it, and the kid's in it. It's the middle of December, January, forget the year, month. He's wearing this bright orange sweatshirt, right? She's like, all right, you gotta come with me, let's go, like that. They're gonna like have a talk or something like that. Right? They're like halfway down the hallway, and like halfway down the hallway, there's two exit doors that run out, right? So like he like kind of just stops and looks at it. It says, "Fuck you, bitch!" Bolts right out the door, right? And they called the human resource officer who's at our school. He goes into his cop car, and this kid, we see him in the window, right? He's like running all over the place, like in the snow and such. And just like we don't hear anything back, but we know like the cop car's out because like we hear it and see it. A couple hours go by. It's like the last period of the day. And my friend comes up to me. And he's like, "Yeah, you know my mentee, right? Who did the Great Escape, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, they never caught him." In a bright orange sweatshirt in the middle of December with snow on the ground. They didn't get him. They lost him. He didn't show up to school in a week.
Some say he's still running to this day.
Yeah, you can hear his footsteps in the winter.
And like we always make the joke of like how our human resource officers will rent a cop, and like because like we don't trust him. If something happens, we're like, yeah, he's gonna screw it up. Case
Dude,
in
I've
point.
got another good one. So
God damn it, we can't
know
do this.
that-
We gotta get on. We gotta get on with it. We're already at like
What's the
44.
next? What's the next
Oh, okay,
section?
no,
Game
it's
of the
quick.
day.
It's quick. It's
Yeah.
quick.
We'll do more next week. We'll do more on the next one,
No,
alright?
yeah.
It'll
So,
take
We
me
can
3
make a
seconds.
special one just
We
for
can make
First
we could
Battalion
do
stories.
yeah, we could just do exactly.
We'll do
we
a
could another
degenerate
one.
episode. A degenerate episode.
Yeah, we could do we
Yeah,
could call the
wait.
degenerates. I can change like the
It-
background
Call
stuff
that
for it.
drinking.
It's really short. It's really
call that
short.
drinking
I'm
night.
gonna say it
Yeah,
in
we
one
call it the
sentence.
drinking
Can I say it?
corner for
Can I
First
say one
Battalion.
sentence?
Yeah, go
One
ahead.
sentence. My friend, he got arrested and spent a month in juvie for posting something on his Snapchat that said, "Don't come to school tomorrow." Before
Oh,
the
dude,
first
no,
day
I
of
had the same thing happen to one of
This
my
is your
friends.
friend?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
My
Yeah, they
friend,
took
he
it
was
as a
putting
threat.
Nerf guns in a book bag.
oh,
It
I
kind of
remember.
is.
I was thinking about a good story to tell now. I finally got one. I remember my freshman year.
God
I went
damn
to
it.
school. Because I would think of a good story. Now that you said that, I remember I didn't really get in trouble much with like fucking police or whatever. My friend, I don't even know friend, he was just a classmate. This guy was interesting character, very quiet, kept to himself, whatever. He liked playing Magic the Gathering. He started the club in our school, whatever. That guy, quiet, sort of. His dad was in the military. He's very proud of that fact. He always said like, "My dad's in the military. My dad's in the military. Whatever." Um, he had no, I don't want to say no social standing, but he was just like in a very awkward position where often someone asked him a question, he didn't know the answer. Whatever. Somehow got a girlfriend, but that's irrelevant to the story. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. One day, I'm sitting down at like breakfast. I'm eating, eating some of the food brought over, and he comes up to me. He sits down. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" It's like, "Yeah, hi, what's up?" And then, "Hey, you want to see something pretty cool?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he pulls out a fucking shuriken.
Wait, really?
He put out a shuriken?
He pulls out unironically a shuriken. I look at him. I look at it back, and then I said, "Is this a shuriken?" It's like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?" They're like, "Yeah, why do you have it?" I don't know.
Fair enough.
And then he's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll see you later, whatever."
The prosecution rests, Your Honor. He doesn't know. That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay. I'm like, okay, he's gonna get arrested, whatever. So I go to I do my day, whatever. For the record, I hated freshman year. Freshman year can go fuck itself. Anyway, up comes along lunch, and I'm sitting down again. Usually same spot. I think I had spaghetti that day. Anyway, he comes by again, and he sits next to me. And he's like, "Hey man, what's up?" I was like, "Hey, you still got that shuriken?" "Yeah, man. Check out what else I got." He reaches into his bag again. He pulls out two kunais on a chain and another shuriken. And then I'm looking at him at this point. I'm asking myself. I ask him directly, why did you bring all this stuff in? Is like, I don't know. I want to go. I just have it. Want to show it off. You know what I mean?
Not
I
even
tell him
self
like, you could be arrested for this, right? It's probably illegal. It is illegal to bring in. He just
No,
looks
not
at
if it's
me.
under 3 inches. You can bring
He
a
just like
plate into school.
he just shrugs his head and he's just like, oh, whatever. And then, bless his heart, later that period, he gets called over to the guidance counselor's office, and then I see him be moved over to the principal's. And then in comes in his dad that he's ever so proud of, coming in with a like a full Marine sort of outfit, or like he was in uniform pretty
Oh
much.
shit.
This guy's a fucking giant, mind you. He's like 6'7", 6'8".
God damn.
He's tall. He's real tall. He's muscular. He's like the American soldier. He marches his ass off like mad walk to the principal's office. And I didn't hear the words because it was muffled. It's a good distance from the cafeteria. But I can just hear the fucking like the yelling. He got yelled at so goddamn hard you could hear it through the vents.
Dude, that's
And
rough.
everyone at lunch was just quiet. This is a very, very loud school, but it was just quiet because we could just hear the fucking.
Not on
reverb.
that day.
On that day, ever since. But yeah, no, he got his ass handed into him, and
God damn.
next day he comes into no, after a week he got suspended. He comes in. He sits down. I ask him like, "Hey, bud, what's up?" I'm moving to Kansas.
What?
Yeah. And his.
People live in Kansas.
I know.
Goddamn
I think
boy,
he's.
fuck
I
up.
think he's. I think he's going to be part of the first wave of colonizers for the new territory. But what was crazy was that he legit his dad was just like, okay, I've had enough of your shit. You're moving to Kansas with your grandparents.
Oh
So,
my
like,
god.
yeah,
Disowned.
Wow.
he got booted out.
That's
All right,
tough.
but
That's
let's be honest. That was pretty fucked of his dad to send him to his grandparents instead of just dealing with the problem.
Yeah.
he. I think he might have also had to. I think his dad was being shipped over there anyway for like military base stuff, but that
Oh,
wasn't for
okay.
like another year. So he was literally like, "Kid, you're going early."
Yeah,
Holy
that
shit.
happens, dude.
Yeah, bro. F.
Well, hell, dude, those are some
Do you
fucking
guys
hilarious
think,
ass stories, though.
just out of the blue question, do you guys think if a girl has a snap score of over 1 million, do you think she belongs to the streets?
Yes.
What the
Oh,
hell?
God.
Yeah.
What the
Okay.
Oh
fuck is
shit,
this?
dude. Oh,
I
What
just
is
shit,
the
yeah.
snap score?
Don't worry about it, legit.
Yeah.
Snap
It's a
score
little bit
is-
too young for your taste.
No. Listen, it's just a tally of how many snaps you send to people. So if somebody has like 1 million, and
Oh, for
it's hard to get a
Snapchat.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah, I
hard
don't
to
use
Mine.
that.
get
Here,
a
everybody
I
say
don't
your
use.
score right now. What's your
I don't
score?
use that shit.
My
Don't
score,
tell me.
it's
I have no idea.
Mine's
like
70.
100,000.
Mine's
Yeah,
Don't say
70,000.
anything. I'm not.
Dude, there's girls who have had Snapchat for a year. They have 1 million snap score. It's like you have to be texting every horny dude in your immediate area.
Yeah,
like
they're
every
West Side's
hour
favorite.
to get
Or
that.
they have a lot of friends, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
bullshit!
Yeah.
Don't be
West Side's
the
favorite, bro.
I've
cynical cunt.
I've
Don't be
always
a
wondered what the hell girls have been doing during all of quarantine. Like, guys, I have a good idea. They do like,
The
like
wanker
they
band.
play video games, they talk, whatever. What do girls do all day if they're stuck inside? And then I realized they just
Make
talk.
bracelets,
They
obviously.
just talk all day.
Oh.
Like,
Make
how?
bracelets for me.
Make bracelets.
They
the
took to
kitchen.
Clarence.
Yeah, they knit in the kitchen. They make me a sandwich in the kitchen.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
This is going
Okay.
wrong. Gunny,
Trimmer.
Oh, yeah, the
Trim
nerd-
that.
off the rails.
A
Trim.
great way to
Trim.
take a girlfriend.
Okay.
and-
Okay. Back up. All right, we're getting off topic.
Why
of
am I being
that.
dragged off the stage? No, I want to be here now.
No, get out.
Hold the line, Gunny. Hold the line.
Funny,
No,
fuck you.
stop. We're not going down this path. All right, I'll leave that in the
fast,
video
Gunny.
just because that's funny. But
Jesus Christ.
put me in a predicament, motherfucker. Okay.
Can I just
Anyways,
say a joke?
on
Can
to the
old
main
Charles
topic.
Barkley-
On to the main
No.
topic because we only got a little bit of time left. All right, and I gotta still get to the game afterwards.
Game.
Pokimane drama. So for those who don't know, Pokimane is accusing Fedmiser of being a creep about
Don't
the
know who either of those
offline
are.
TV house. And
What's
trying
that?
Fedmiser's like they're both YouTubers. And,
What's the house thing you said?
How's this
offline
the
TV?
main
I don't know. It's
topic?
just I don't know exactly who's all
It's
in
like
there.
a gaming house.
Yeah,
Like
it's
where
like a
several
phase, it's
virgins
like-
coordinate their like attacks to play games.
No, man. It's like Face House, bro. Face
Yeah,
House.
so it's exactly
No,
like
phase
Face
up,
House,
phase up,
except
phase
it's
up.
with
I
other
don't
people.
I don't know what that
But
is either.
anyways, so
I don't-
Pokimane
Yeah,
was
Germanic,
accusing
don't worry, I have
Fed.
no idea either.
There's like a whole other stuff with Fed, but Pokey was adding on to it that he's being manipulative and like saying that they weren't in a relationship. Like saying that Fed Miser was saying that they were in a relationship, but Pokey was denying it. Fed came out, well, he made a document of all the texts and all the proof showing his side was right, and he didn't post it. Their friend Destiny leaked it to the public whenever she got an anonymous message, and this shows about Pokimane like trying to using emotional manipulation on Fed to try to get one of the other people out, Yanni. They were trying to get Yanni out that whole time, but it was Pokimane's idea instead of Fed's. And just yesterday, she showed messages trying to help herself out, like Pokey, but it ended up backfiring because it showed like how she was being emotionally manipulative to Fed, saying like making him beg for her to hang out with him and stuff. And
Wait,
What's the question?
Spaz.
Huh?
So is this like Big Brother thing?
No, not
Big
like
Brother for YouTubers?
not like really Big Brother, more of
This is. I didn't realize we turned into drama alert.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
what-
let's go.
what do you-
in
No,
the
wait, what-
news.
What do you
Wait,
want?
so what's the question?
So the
over
question
this?
is, who do you think is right and who do you think is wrong?
Well,
Oh.
I really.
Fed hitting on all the girls on offline TV, or Pokey trying to manipulate Fed, or are they
Well,
both in the
no.
wrong and they
Here-
just
here's
need
the
to admit
thing.
their faults?
I don't think that we should have any, personally, I don't think it's right to do a sort of internet drama when we clearly don't have any real picture. We can do whatever we want off of, like, oh, picture this, document that, leak those. You're not the person. It's really, I personally don't think it's our business to
All right,
intervene.
but can I let me get my sense.
Yeah,
Redneck,
let us speak,
I'm
let us
so
speak, let us
sorry.
speak.
I was faded for the past 10 seconds. What the hell are we talking
All
about?
right, all right.
Gunny, don't worry about it. It's economics.
Is it
Don't-
not in my
don't worry about it.
criteria?
Here,
Is it
better
not in my
yet, stop,
criteria?
real quick. Trim the last bit. Fuck it, we're not doing pokey because that's a fair point. But that's what's up. But if you want to keep that in there, you can keep it in there, Trimmer. Heck, leave that down for the people down below in the comment section.
Germanicus and Friner are just looking at each other, just like,
Oh
what's
my
a
god.
what's a Pokemon? What's a Pokemon?
But
What's
so
a-
we'll go.
what's a
We'll
face
just.
You're not
Well, I
wrong.
guess we'll just go
Can you
into the
catch
game. All right.
a
So the
Pokeball?
game for today is: can you survive SCP?
Sign me up. Let's go, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
So here are the
no,
rules.
we should
Here
be
are the
talking about
rules.
CSGO.
You get 3 lives. Okay. You're gonna be set up with these certain tasks. There's a little bit of role play into it, but not a whole lot. It's just
Oh,
more of like a
Among
task.
Us.
And
Thank
you're trying
you,
to make
bro.
it to the end and not die. Okay.
Okay.
And you gotta use your
Oh,
knowledge
sorry.
from the game. There's characters from the game in this, and then there's
Oh.
some that you don't know, and you gotta just use your best judgment. All right.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
hold on. I got a question. So I'm sorry if I'm dumb. If this is a dumb question, but I played World of Warcraft. Is the is
Not
there
even
any
close.
Is there any ERP?
ERP? I don't know what the
Yeah, I
fuck
have to
ERP is.
agree. It's deduction and option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my strong suit.
So
Is
if
Alright.
there is there any BSRP?
BSRP. You can do whatever RP you want. It's just give you a quick game. All right. So
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
getting
Tail
into it. All
RP.
right. Here we go. Here we go. You get hired into a company called SCP Foundation, and it is a highly secretive, basically a foundation that has all these creatures and objects that can kill or save the world. All right. You go into your interview and it goes great. But on your first day, you are a janitor, and your first task is to clean the cell of SCP-173. And just make sure that you don't blink, though, or look away at him the whole time. Suddenly, the lights go off. After a brief 3 seconds, SCP-173 is gone, and the alarms are going off. You see that the scientist that brought you in is dead. You grab the key card, and you take it off the scientist and try to find an exit. Do you go left, or do you go right?
Okay. Well, there's no way to win this with skill, so I'm gonna go say right, just because.
Basically, it's a group. It's a
Spaz,
group. It's a group
Spaz,
decision.
do
It's
we
a
have
group
console?
decision.
Wait.
Oh, it's a
Wait, Spaz, do we have console enabled?
No, you do not have console enabled.
No, I can't. No clip.
No, it's okay, bro. Just open up the settings and enable developer console.
Oh yeah. Facts. Okay, so I'm
Okay,
gonna put
so
it
you
to
contact.
squiggly line.
You roll. You get a 2. It fails.
I roll. a
Although
6.
you open up the left door, so you go through the left.
Wait, what? I thought we were going
I
right.
wanted to go right.
Nope.
Wait,
Gunny
Wait,
messed
wait,
up
guys,
and rolled
I
a
wanna
2.
go right.
Guys, I have an idea. Wait,
I'm
if
kidding,
this
I'm
one
kidding.
going down, why don't we just stay where we are? It's not like he's gonna come back.
That is unable because the lower sections start to have a decontamination, which kills all life. So you
Do
have
we
to
have a
go
gun?
up.
Oh.
No, you do not have a gun. Doesn't mean that you can't find a gun later on.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. So it's,
Do we
okay,
have
Let's go.
to
So anyways, you go to the right.
Let's go
You go
left.
down the right. You go down the right way of light containment. You're walking. Then you are approached by 2 doors. All right, and one
Wait,
of the doors says golden tweezers, and the other one says toaster. Which one do you go to? And you can
You said
split
the
up
doors
for
are-
this.
Okay, Spaz.
You
Spaz,
said the
wait,
doors
Spaz.
approached
You-
us.
No, you approach the doors. You
Okay,
approach
I
2
was gonna
doors.
say what the
Toaster.
fuck.
You approach 2 doors. One says golden
Oh,
tweezers,
Run away from
and
that
one
door.
you approach one that says golden tweezers, and you approach one that says toaster. You can split
Toaster.
up for this, or you can
Tweezers.
all
Don't
go to the
to
same
golden
one,
tweezers. Guys,
but
I watched
choose
Dan
wisely.
Plan video. He totally stole that. Don't go to golden tweezers. It's toaster.
Alright, so I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna go tweezers. The rest of y'all can go toaster.
Fucking tweezers,
I'll,
bro.
I'll go.
Toaster,
I'll
you
go.
go there.
I'll go toaster. I'll go toaster. If
I'll
I
go
get roasted alive, I
I'll go
get pissed.
toaster.
I go toaster.
I'll go.
Follow me, boys.
Tweezer.
Okay, so who's all going tweezers?
Me.
Tweezer gang.
Tweezer gang.
Gunny, and then who
TG.
else?
Redneck.
Red.
Yeah.
All right.
We just get brutally.
And then everybody else is going
decapitated.
toaster, right?
Hold on, Gunny.
Everyone
Let's
else
take the
going
first
toaster.
out. We'll take the first out of our name and put TG in there instead. Just you
All
and
right,
me.
here we go. So Gunny and Redneck go into the golden tweezers room, and they find a they find a note that says golden tweezers. Whoever touches will get OCD and start to pull out their hair, eyes, nails, and finally organs. If the tweezers are pried from this person's hand, they will use their own hands to finish the job, inevitably,
See, this is
inevitably
impossible.
being in death. All right.
See, this is
So
impossible
redneck, I'm gonna I roll a 3, so I push redneck onto the tweezers.
Redneck touches the tweezers. His urge makes him start to
He
pull out
touched
his
it.
hair, eyes,
Hold on.
and nails.
I like to.
Redneck
Why?
loses a life.
Johnny, No. This is not.
I'd like to imagine it as just a gang of 5 janitors just hired, bumbling around.
I have OCD, so the tweezers do nothing.
No, but the thing is, even if you touch him, you will start to pull out your hair, eyes, and
Yeah.
nails. It's inevitable.
Gunny then performs the
No,
Tiger
no,
Wood
no.
after hitting a putt.
But then, right before Redneck dies, he throws him and hits Gunny right in the face with the tweezers.
No,
Gunny
no,
also
no,
loses a life.
No. I have a mask on. So.
No, it doesn't matter if it
I have a
touches you
mask
with
on.
even clothing on. They get it.
Guess what? Mask off.
What
Okay.
happened?
So
what happened
while they are
toaster?
dying and respawning, in the toaster room, there's a toaster and he has a face and
I
he
can
says, "Hi, I am the toaster. If someone is exposed to
fuck.
my presence for more than a month, you will try to become a toaster by eating electrical appliances, shoving bread down your throat, and sitting sitting on a counter. So
That's
as long as you guys
What
aren't there for
off
2
brand
months."
site did you find this on?
I'm gonna close
This is
the-
from
What
Dan
off-brand
Plan.
site
No,
did
no,
you
no,
This
find
is
wait,
this is
but
from Dan
Gunny,
Plan.
it's Dan Plan. It's Dan
Okay,
Plan.
so
She's
I'm
damn
going
fine.
to. I'm gonna take a hit here, and I'm just gonna close the door on the toaster's
Yep.
fucking face and walk away. Because why would I stick around?
No, the toaster's the right way to go. So then you get on
He
to the
said a
next
month,
area.
right? You said a month though, right?
Yeah, a month. So
month.
then, so you
Oh,
go
it's
through the
more than a
toaster room
month.
because the toaster room has the next area. So you
I
get up
like
to
to
heavy.
imagine.
You get up to
Ironically-
heavy containment. Right?
Ironically, toasters are my favorite type of bath bomb.
I like to say. I'd like to imagine that the toaster just says this to anyone that passes by. He's just like in the middle of a hallway threatening people with a happy face. Like, if you come here too often, you're gonna fucking die.
All right. So you go past the toaster room. Gunny and Redneck get their hair and eyes back, and you guys are walking through, and you find the elevators. So you go up the
Oh, we're
elevators,
alive?
and you are met with instantly out of the elevator doors 2 more doors. All right, and through
Oh,
those
come on,
doors,
man.
you see a pond, and it looks like it's outside, but it's a blood red. And then in the other room, you see
It's
a room
Kool-Aid.
filled with one-eyed creatures. Where do you go?
Oh fuck! I
Wait,
distrust
wait,
all
boys,
bodies of water.
This
I
is for,
watched the Dan
this is for
Plan
me
video.
and
I
Gunny
know
to figure out.
exactly where to go.
For me and
All
Gunny to
right.
figure out.
One eye.
Where?
Huh?
Which Dan
Wait,
Plan?
what? I was
I am
thinking, what
doing it
happened?
now.
Oh my god.
Where are you
Gunny.
going?
All right, I'll make
Okay,
the decision.
so
We're going
Redneck,
to
where do you
the
go? Left or do you go to the eyes or the pond?
To the
eyes.
pond.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
You
Gunny
are-
went pond. Okay, Redneck went eyes. Okay,
I go
Thatcher, where you
pond.
going? No, you.
Guys, think about this. Okay?
Thatcher, where do you go?
I watched the Dan Plan
Pond.
video.
Hold
Okay,
on.
I
so
know that
Fenrir
you
said
go.
pond.
I go
Okay,
eyes.
Thatcher, where are you going?
I think the
I'm-
pond would be better.
Pond.
I'm going
Okay.
eyes, baby. I distrust
Okay.
all bodies of water.
Eyes,
Yeah, I'm
eyes.
going to go to
Okay,
the eyes.
orange
I'm
goes to
not
eye.
thirsty.
Legolas goes
Mr.
to
Rango, go.
eye. Okay. Germ, where do
Guys,
you
don't call
go?
me
I didn't get you.
Legolas. It's embarrassing. Just
I
call
go-
me the cool new guy.
I go with the eyes because I distrust all bodies of water. They scare me.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
I
That
go.
means that you don't
So
know how to
Redneck, orange.
No,
Into
it's
the
under the water that scares me.
Okay,
Bro, I
so
bet you're really. Hold
All
on.
right, radio
Okay.
silence. Radio silence.
Okay,
Let's hear
here we go.
spaz.
okay, so Redneck, orange. Sorry, I freaking got my tongue all
Orongo.
twisted. Legolas
I want-
and
Orango.
Germanicus
Oh,
all
the
go into the
cool
one-eyed
guy.
creature room, and you see a note strapped on one of them, and it reads, SCP-131. It is a pet that will warn you of danger, and eyes will remain open. It is very friendly and will help you in dire needs. So,
That's-
if you guys want to take some as a pet, do you take some or do you leave them?
Yeah, I'll take
Can I
one.
Alright.
press and shake
Everyone.
it? Can I
Oh, yeah.
press and shake
All
it?
right. Everybody gets one, all right? No matter what, everybody will get one after this because they went in.
Yay.
All right. But as Gunny, Fenrir, and Thatcher all go into the pond, they read a note and it says, SCP Keter. Blood entities will emerge from the pool and be extremely dangerous. Will kill on sight. You all die.
Just drink the blood.
Okay,
retard.
so no. I
God.
actually I grab Freiner, Thatcher by the back of their necks. I throw them at them while I run back to the
You lose a
door.
life. They change you down. You roll a
Of
1.
course.
Ineffective.
No.
I don't
Okay,
even.
okay,
I don't
okay.
think you're rolling any actual dice.
How's your precious
Wait,
swimming
wait.
now, Gunny?
No.
I'm doing swimmingly good. I'm
Okay.
swimmingly good.
Well, it's either instant
no.
death or instant survival. That's about how these doors are gonna be. Okay.
Thanks.
So you get through the one-eyed
Mhm.
creatures, and they're loving you, and they're getting all over Gunny and all of them because they just died. All right, but now you go to another 2 rooms because there was no exit. The outside was fake. All right. So in one room, it's like hot, and you see a man on fire, and he's like, it looks like he's pretty far away. And on the right, all you see is a sign that says, "Do not look." Where do you go?
Okay, so hold on, do I have this straight? So there are 2 doors. One door is man on fire, and one door says on the door, "Do not look."
I'd like to
Yes.
stop and sit on the floor and say, guys, my RP asthma's kicking in, guys. We need to take a break.
Yeah,
Guys,
Fenrir stops to smoke a joint.
Okay, so with that break, we will go into commercial. Like I said earlier, guys, if you are liking the content that you see down below, give us a like and give us a subscribe. And if you want to join us, come on to Holdfast. It's on PC. It's about $20. But like, if you don't want to join it, it's all good. You'll have a great time, and let's get back to it.
Oh,
All right,
Alright.
commercial break's over, bitches.
Damn it.
Missed out on our funny
All right,
witty, bro.
so-
Literally, Gunny just said the funniest thing, bro.
Really,
We would
what do you
have
say?
instantly. Oh, I can't tell you now. It's not funny anymore.
I guess I'll do. Do I have the option of walking into the do not look door with my eyes closed?
I'm gonna go through each person. All right.
Okay.
So
I
what was
just
it,
bomb
man,
it.
and then open. Okay, so follow. Where do you go? Open. I mean, do not look or man.
I'm a bit of a promiscuous type, so I'm gonna go for the do not look.
Okay.
Don't look.
So F for that. Okay. Thatcher, where do you go? Man on fire or do not look?
Man on fire.
Okay. Orange, where do you go? Man on fire or do not look?
Okay, boys, I watched a Damplan video. It's the do not look.
Okay. So orange goes do not look. All right. Fenrir, where do you go? Man on fire or do not look?
do not look.
All
Oh my
right.
god, I'm gonna die.
Fenrir. Germ, where do you
No,
go?
you're not.
Man on fire or do not look?
Well, I prefer myself not on fire, so I'm gonna go do not look. Can I go with my eyes closed?
I don't know. That's up to you guys to do it.
I'm gonna walk through the door with my eyes closed.
All right.
Wait. What does our pet creature? Is he blinking?
Ah, they don't close their
What about the
eyes.
creatures?
Their eyes remain
Hey,
open.
wait.
So, okay,
I can
so
kill all of them.
Gunny, where do you
All
go?
of them.
Where do you go, Gunny? Is he here? Gunny?
This creature at it.
Oh, I was lagging. My bad. Gunny, where do you go?
Can I just stand in front of the 2 doors?
Nope,
in a
you gotta
disgruntled
choose.
Manner?
You gotta choose.
There's a fire approaching behind us.
Fire, man on fire, or open? I mean, do not
We're
look.
gonna go the Ring of Fire.
All right,
The
so Gunny
ring of
goes
fire.
Ring of Fire.
Like,
All right,
The
Legatus,
ring
where
of
do you go?
fire.
Alright, so I'm gonna convince everyone that's going into the do not look room to hold hands and like close their eyes and shit, and then we're all gonna go in like one big happy trail, all holding hands. Yeah.
We do not want to die.
We can all do a fuck. We can all conga together, bro. Just put hands on each other.
All right.
Don't
So,
fully into the darkness.
Been waiting for you to ask me that.
So Thatcher and Gunny go into the man that do not look. But what looked like he was very far turns out to be he was 3 kilometers tall. All right.
Oh.
Now you have a chance right here. He's about to kill you because anyone that looks at him dies. You can either
I
A,
push
give up your
Thatcher.
pets, either A, you can give up your pets, or B, take the life.
give up that.
Thatcher, what do you do?
Yes,
Give up your
Gunny's
pet?
up to his
Do you give up
last,
your pet,
man.
or do you give up your life?
Fuck my pet.
That's fucked up.
No, Thatcher has to do it.
Fuck them all.
Yeah, give up your pet or give up your life. Which one are you doing?
Wait, you said that we have 3 lives. Is it like individually or collectively?
It's individual lives.
Otherwise, we'd all be dead already.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
all be dead. You'd be fucked.
Okay.
I'd say that
Okay.
we
So
wouldn't
is
have
Thatcher
any
giving
more
up?
extra
Thatcher, are you giving up your pet, or are you gonna take the life hit?
I'm gonna give up my pet.
Yeah, it's
All
fucked
right.
up.
Gunny, what do
fuck.
you do?
That's,
Yes.
that was the homie.
Ass.
Okay, so he gives up his pet. You both survived by barely getting out, and you're like partly on like
I
you're
didn't even have
scorched.
a pet, I think.
Yeah, you did.
You all
Everybody
got
got a
one.
pet. Everybody got a
You
pet.
died because of afterburn.
So
Because it's like it's
communism. It's
yeah.
communism.
Yes, pretty much.
It's Pokemon, alright?
Alright,
Let's keep
I'm
going.
common.
Okay, so you guys get out. All the other people who went into the door, as you joined them into the other room. You all close your eyes and you put your pets like inside your shirts or like put blindfolds on them, and you're walking through and you can hear
I'll be right
a
back. I'm gonna go nuke my toilet.
All right.
Oh boy.
So you go
Man.
through and you can hear a slight crying in the corner, and at the corner of your eye, you can see a white blur of a man that stands about 6 foot tall, and he's acting very shy, but as much as you wanted to look, you don't look, and you go through and you make it through. All right, into the next room. All right, as you go through the next room, you are met with another 2 doors, with
Oh,
saying
man.
1 Ferdinand and 2 Orange Slime. Where do
I'd
you
like
go?
to look.
Ooh.
Is Ferdinand gonna take me out?
I don't know.
Alright, I'll catch you
So-
on the flip side.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay,
what was the other one? Ferdinand,
I
orange
know
slime.
Ferdinand and orange slime.
I know exactly where to go. Go Ferdinand.
I was gonna go Ferdinand just only because of the song. I'll be real. That was my rationale.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So everyone's
Literally
going
it.
Ferdinand.
Safe.
Everyone's
Safe.
going Ferdinand.
Ferdinand. Yes, yes.
You're positive.
Take me out. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I'm singing the song. I'm positive.
Okay, so Germ's going Ferdinand. Follower, are you going Ferdinand or are you going orange slime?
I don't want to be assassinated like Archduke Ferdinand, so I'm gonna go slime.
Oh,
We got a
historical
little bit.
reversal on my
Okay.
happy song.
So orange, are you going Ferdinand or are you going orange slime?
Ferdinand safe.
Alrighty.
Jawohl, auf geht's.
And then Fenrir, you already said it, and then Jeremy, you said it.
Yep, Ferdinand.
And then we'll just put Gunny.
And orange slime, he deserves it.
Alright.
Yep.
So, you all go into the Ferdinand room, and you'll meet a man sitting at a table. He goes, "Hello there, how are you?" And you all talk about how the crazy trip. But out of the blue, he just stands there. His mouth starts to drool. And he takes all of your heads off in one bite.
Oh, what the
He is,
fuck?
Gotcha,
he is
Trimmer.
Ferdinand the
Yes.
cannibal.
Gotcha.
Very hostile, but will, after eating and getting sufficient amount of human flesh in his stomach, will turn out to be a very nice guy. Sadly, though, he kills you all. So you all lose a life.
Gotcha.
I'm the one of the highest intellect here. Let that be known.
So Ferdinand did take us out.
All right,
Yeah.
Damn it.
but
Technically,
so
I'm
in,
not even
in
mad.
the orange slime room,
Oh, we didn't look at the
Follower
pets
and Gunny
again
go
either.
in, and you see
Yeah.
a
Nice.
orange slime with eyes sitting there. And you read the note, and it says, "This is the orange slime. Its consistency is peanut butter and makes people feel great and keep them safe. Do you keep it,
my
or
God.
do you leave it be?"
I keep it because yeah, I keep it. Yeah, fuck it. And Gunny
Alrighty.
keeps it too. Gunny keeps it too.
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't
It's just one pet. It's one big. It's like a huge glob. It's about 10 feet wide and about 3 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that shit, boy.
Alrighty.
I
So
didn't
you
use
take
my little
that.
animal again.
Yeah.
I keep
Yep.
forgetting that
So
fucking.
you go on to the next two doors, right? Because it's just like a corridor, right? It's like one of those like Inception shit where you just open it. It's like, oh shit, back to this. All right. So you see this room, and one has like a doctor standing in it, and this other one has this bell, just a silver bell. Which one do you go to?
I'm gonna take Frederick, which is what I named my little companion, and like pick him up and point him at the things and see what he does with his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What
Well,
does he do?
nothing.
Why not?
There's just, well, I don't know what the fuck you mean. Like, what are you doing? Like,
You said he closes his eyes if there's danger, right?
no, they keep their eyes open and they keep your eyes open and help you with danger.
Oh, what the fuck!
For
I thought it was like a
another
little...
creature that you lost earlier.
I didn't sacrifice
Okay.
my little Frederick. Okay, all
You guys
right.
are using your
I'm gonna
heads.
go.
Silver
Okay,
bell
so
or
there's a
doctor?
scientist and a silver bell in two separate rooms, right?
Yes.
Silver bell or doctor? What's the doctor wearing? Like a lab coat? Like
I don't know. It's like a
describe the
very
doctor.
dark. It's like a very dark cloak, and it's like kind of looks like it's part of his skin.
Okay, we're gonna go with silver bell.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thatcher, where you go?
Yeah.
Can you give me the options again?
So you have the doctor, and he has like this black cloak on, and it looks like it's part of his
Okay.
skin. And then you have the silver bell. Which
Okay,
one do you go
so-
to?
Being a doctor, I'll trust my fellow doctor, so I'll go with him.
Okay, so
Oh,
Thatcher goes
okay.
doctor.
Okay.
Oh wait, shit, I got this mixed up. 1 minute.
So I live.
Nope, I'm not. I was writing stuff down. I wrote it on the wrong side.
So I
Orange,
die.
where do you go?
Bell, because Bell.
All right. Fenrir, where do you go?
The doctor.
The doctor.
He wants a prescription for medicinal marijuana, which is why he's going for the doctor.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna steal his pads.
All right, and then Germ, where do you go?
I'm gonna go for the silver bell because the doctor has a black cloak that's meshed into his skin.
Alrighty. So
Not a good sign.
Thatcher and Fenrir.
You don't know that.
Thatcher and
He told
Fenrir.
me.
Wait, is Gunny
Yeah.
back? Gunny, are you back?
No.
Well, it's best that he's doing
Where
his
does he
thing.
go? Where does he go?
Gotta
With-
go
to the
to-
bell, or does he go to?
He's gonna nuke up the toilet. So
He's
I guess
gonna go to-
it's gonna take some time to build.
Dude, he's laying the logs down for a log cabin.
So put him with the doctor. He needs one.
Okay. So Gunny, Fenrir, and Thatcher all go into the doctor's room. He turns around and the door just shuts behind him. for some outwardly presence. And he looks at you and he says, "You have the pestilence." And he sticks out his hand at you. And
Oh
wait, I
my
might want
God,
to
Gunny.
stop so see what Gunny
Oh
says.
fuck.
Oh,
I'm back.
it's back.
Gunny,
Oh.
Gunny, Doctor or Silver
that
Bell?
was a nuke.
Gunny,
Gunny,
Gunny, we
Doctor or
got
Silver Bell?
pistols. We got pistols.
All
Gunny.
right, I roll 5. I shoot myself.
Okay, you die, so you're out of the game.
Oh
All right,
my
now mute yourself, please.
All right.
Wait, Fenrir picks up Gunny's pistol.
Okay, you take up the
I
pistol,
now have
right?
2.
Okay.
I now have 2.
Here,
I
let me
know
get
I
an
had a
actual
pistol.
dice
Done.
roll.
I didn't know I had a pistol.
All right, do you want me to roll a dice for you? Do you want?
Yes.
All right, you roll. You get a 4, so you stun the doctor, and you both make it out alive.
Oh shit, this isn't good for us.
I thought
Okay.
the door was
Yeah.
closed.
While they are getting out and waiting for you guys in the next hallway, you guys go through and you see the silver bell, and on the bell it says, "With this bell, you will summon Mr. Deeds. With Mr. Deeds, he will do anything you need, and on top of that, is unkillable. He will do all tasks, but when he does a task or dies, he will forget what happened before that, like what he
But he's
did.
unkillable.
Yeah, but he's
Oh, like he
unkillable.
respawns. He
Yes.
respawns.
But
Okay,
only when out of
I'll
sight,
take
so you
one.
cannot see him respawn or die.
All right, I'll take the bell.
Okay, so you take the bell and you ring it.
Yep.
Mr. Deed appears and he's ready for service. And you're walking down, walking down, walking down. And you go to this next room that says people, and you can hear people's voices in one room that says, "Hide, hide, help us, please, please, they're over here." And then the other one you hear nothing but a low snarl. What do you choose?
Wait. Dramaticus, can you ring the bell, please?
Ding-a-ling.
Alright,
what's his
Mr.
name?
Deeds here. Mr. Deeds here.
So we have Adam
Miss-
Sandler with us.
Miss D, bring me a Stier 44.
Don't forget, I have a pistol.
Wait,
Okay.
say that again.
You have Mr. Deeds here.
Don't forget.
Sturmgewehr 44.
What do you say, Orange?
Sturmgewehr 44, please.
What, assault rifle?
Oh, you want to
No,
go
assault
get
rifle 44.
Okay.
Yeah.
He goes and grabs you guys all these assault rifles
What?
out of the from
That's
somewhere.
wild.
But he does the thing with
Yes!
Mr. D is he doesn't know where he
Weapons!
got that from or how he got it. All
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna check if
But
it's loaded.
still,
I'm
you
checking if
have
it's
to
loaded.
choose a room. Where do you go?
Well, first, can I check if the gun's loaded because it informs my decision? Is it loaded and functioning properly?
I don't know.
Yes.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go. If we all go for snarls, the other room's a trap for sure, bro. That is 100% trap. And if a mob of people can't save themselves, we're not gonna help. Let's go take out the dog in the other room.
How do you know it's a dog?
Yep, I agree. I
It's a
agree.
snarl. I'm assuming it's the dog.
Okay. So, are you all going to the right room with the
I'm
snarl?
gonna kick that. Breach that door. Stack up.
So, I need everybody's thing. So, follower, where are you going?
Yes.
I got a Frederick in my pocket, and I got my Sturmgewehr 44.
Okay.
We've got enough to make some damage. Yes,
Oh,
let's
go,
do it.
baby.
Huh?
I'm confused.
Commit.
Do you go to the snarl or do you go to the people asking for help?
Snarl.
I go to the snarl.
Okay, follow. Okay, Fender, I'm guessing you're going to the snarl as well.
Yes. To
Okay.
battle.
Gunny,
Stack
where
up,
you
boys.
going?
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind. Gunny's dead. That's right. And then Jerem, I got you. Thatcher, where you going?
Give me the last option. I didn't hear it quite well.
So you got snarl or you got people asking for help?
Which door do you
Why
go
for the
through?
people who needed help?
You're going
You're
to
a
the one
good
that
soul.
people needed help?
Yep.
Assault rifle.
That
Okay.
place.
Good man, but a fool.
Okay.
No.
So
I must die or
so
horrible death.
Thatcher goes through the door of people wanting help, and he sees two amphibian creatures that have no eyes that can hear that where you're speaking, and they're talking in the human tones. But thankfully, the
God.
orange slime went with Thatcher as well as all the pets to go help him since he was in dire need at that very second and got him to the next area.
Oh
In
shit.
other news, everyone else as they go through the door, they hear that low snarl and the light turns on, and standing there is 173. What do you do?
Mr. Deeds, go hug him, and then we're gonna run. Mr. Deeds, go hug him while we run.
Mr. Deeds and the SCP. Wait, you gotta roll. Hold up. Roll. You get a 1. Mr. Deeds tries to go up and get a hug, but he
Open fire!
so
But what?
No, he died because he wasn't fast enough to grab.
Well, that's the point. I need
Wait,
him as a
wait,
diversion while we run for it.
But
Get another
while he was
chance.
doing that, Germanicus trips.
What?
Yep.
Why?
So he's coming closer. What do you do now?
Fenrir saves him. Fenrir grabs him by the neck and pulls him up.
Open
You
fire.
roll a
we're
4.
unit.
It's effective. You all get out and get to the next room. But with
Teamwork.
casualties of the orange slime, since it went in to save you, and is now
Okay.
to the end of time fighting
Oh, yeah.
the SCP-173, since they both
Good.
cannot be killed. Finally,
Good.
you're at the exit. Now, here's a choice you must be kept with. Do you keep your SCPs, or do you go out alone?
I
I
keep
kill
my
them.
SCP.
I kill
I
them.
keep my SCP. Frederick is my
Okay.
friend, and I will not forsake him.
Good.
Okay, so Germ keeps his SCP.
His name is Frederick.
Frederick. Alright,
I'll
Fenrir, what do
keep
you
my
do? You keep it or do you go?
I go. I leave it. I go.
Okay. Orange, what do you do?
I give it a joint and I wish it a good day.
For Orange, what do you do? Leave him or take him?
I only got the ice one. What?
You got the eyes. Yeah, the eyes is the only one left in Mr. Deed. He got killed, but you guys forgot the bell. So you literally just have like 6 eyes floating around.
Got Frederick.
Yeah, I'll kill him. I wanted to do that anyway.
So you're taking them with you?
And now I kill them.
You
With,
kill. You
full
leave
mag.
them then. Okay, so you leave them behind.
You guys are
Thatcher,
monsters.
what do you do?
I kill
Do you
him.
take them or
I
do you
kill
leave
him.
them?
No, he said he killed him.
Well,
leave
either way,
mine.
he doesn't have them with him.
It's fucked up.
What do you have, Thatcher?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You're leaving? Alright. And then Chad, what do you got?
While I was with the SCP, I developed a really toxic but surprisingly intimate relationship with it. And going by the old saying, if you love it, let it go.
You let it
That
go.
was some very good RP.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Germanicus and wait a minute, I've got this mixed up. There you go. Fenrir, Orange, and Thatcher all come out before you guys, because you guys are trying to like make sure you get all the SCPs together before coming out. And you see all these like you have sirens, you have the army there, because like everything's going to shit. And they see you, they're like, hey, we got some survivors, and they go and get you out of cover.
Oh
Then
shit.
Then Germanicus and follower Neat come out and they see you with all these SCPs and they're like, gun them down. You guys lose all lives, instant death. Do not win,
Nice.
instant lose.
Does
Damn.
Frederick survive?
No, they
It's
kill
the
the
first
SCPs
one.
on site.
Oh,
So the winners
motherfucker.
are Thatcher, Orange, Fenrir, and then we put Lego because he probably
My
would've
only
let him
fault
go.
was that I loved too much.
But
Wait, what
yes.
happened? What happened to me?
At least my stoner buddy went off with a bang.
You guys died instantly. If you chose the main thing is if you let the SCPs go and do their own thing, they would have gotten out another way. But mainly that
Oh.
anybody, even if one person stayed back, all the SCPs would have died.
Wait, so I let it go. What happens to me?
You
Yeah.
survived.
Oh, you let it
'cause-
go?
Yeah.
I let it go,
It was-
bro. I went on
it
this
was
whole
just
spiel
me.
about how.
Oh shit, yeah, that's just Germ that dies. So follower, you win. I put you on the wrong one. My bad.
Motherfucker.
So yeah, Germ, if you would have if you would have like let them go, they would have went out the back way, and you all would have lived.
And they would have left with a part of me, god damn it. So I'm glad we went out together.
But yeah, but that is it. That's the SCP story. Now I skipped like 1 or 2 doors because like, man, this is getting really long.
For time's sake, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that is it. So what'd you guys think of that? Like the whole game and all that? Did you like that?
I enjoyed it.
More.
All right, well,
Really intimate relationship with it, and I had to let that go.
well, that's gonna do it on the podcast. If you all want to say your goodbyes right before I do the outro, go ahead now.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Right on,
Join the 1st Battalion Cavalry Division.
right on, right on.
I don't join First Battalion Cavalry Division, but join First Battalion. My
All right,
fucking chest.
You have a good time. You have a good time.
Just kidding.
All right, you all have
And,
a great.
also, we apologize for Gunny. We
Yeah.
love him to death, but you know, it's Gunny.
Yeah.
He's
That's our gunny.
You all have a
He's a
good
bastard.
night.
He's our bastard.
Yeah, first battalion isn't the same without Gunny.
No, it's not. Well, you all have a good night, and I'm gonna go ahead to the outro. Awesome, guys. Thank you all for tuning in today. Like I said earlier, if you liked it, drop a like down below. And if you have other games you want us to play or even news you want us to talk about, make sure you put it down there and like just tell us what you think. If you want to be a part of it, like I said, join First Battalion and we'll try to get you in. But other than that, you all have a great day and stay safe. Yeah.
Been through some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad enough to get a C, they'd rather just go leave it be. And this journey I've been on since 13, working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left